weak entity set. So what do you mean by a weak entity set? So if an entity set does not have a primary key of its own, it is known as weak entity set, right? So an entity set that does not have a primary key of its own, it is known as weak entity set. So a weak entity set is one whose existence is dependent on another entity called its identifying entity, right? So instead of associating a primary key with a weak entity, we use this identifying entity along with extra attributes called the discriminators to uniquely identify a weak entity. An entity with a primary key is known as strong entity. An entity set that a weak entity set is dependent is stand as a strong entity set. Right. So here you need to know the difference between a strong entity set and a weak entity set. A strong entity set has a primary key of its own, whereas a weak entity set does not have a primary key, and it is dependent on the strong entity set.